You guys get in the back? All right, we'll open up questions for Anthony.
How'd you feel out there?
Felt great, just being back, running around, practicing with the guys, with the new staff. Felt great, a lot of energy. Just being back, that's the most important part to me. And it felt great.
Billy said he was impressed with the way you threw the football. What did you work on there during this off season? I know you were limited a little bit as you were recovering.
Honestly, I was just focused on making sure my lower half was right, because I had surgery on my knee. That was pretty much my main concern. But this past spring break, I went up to Jacksonville, trained a little bit just to get my mechanics back in check. And my QB trainer said I looked good, I felt good, so I just tried to showcase that today.
So you really didn't throw a whole lot since last season?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't. I really started throwing again towards the end of last month, like towards the middle, because I was pretty immobilized with the brace and everything. But once I got out of it, I tried to throw as much as I could, and I feel good now.
Who'd you work with?
Denny Thompson.
Okay.
Was there a chance that you wouldn't be ready today?
After I had my surgery, they said I was going to be out for a couple of months. Honestly, they didn't know when I was supposed to be back. But I rehabbed really hard. And they told me yesterday that I was cleared to go today. So that put a spark in me. I felt good out there. But I'm just excited to be back.
What's the healthiest you've been since you left, since your senior year in high school?
Honestly, I can't really answer that because it's the first day just to move around and stuff. But I do feel a lot better. Before the surgery, my leg was really sore. But now I feel a lot better just moving around and stuff, and I feel a lot more confident.
Because you were hurt, your senior year, and then you recovered your freshman year, and then you've had a lot of nagging injuries. So you're feeling really good all together now.
Yes, sir. I feel a lot better.
Did the doctor say the knee maybe correlated with the hamstring problems you had though?
Oh yeah, the trainers, they talked about that. They think that could have tweaked it a little bit, but they actually asked me this morning how I felt and if I had the chance to go back and do the surgery again, would I? And I told them yes because I feel a lot better now.
What was your biggest takeaway from last year in terms of things you learned?
Just the speed of the game and just getting used to reps. I had some good games, I had some bad games, and I feel like that's the most important part. Just being comfortable out there and getting used to how everything works, and just having reps and just being confident when you play.
How's the transition been for you with the new staff, specifically Coach Napier, since he works with your position?
It's been good. The energy is a lot more different. Everything's a little more structured, so a lot of people are at a lot of different places at the same time. So you can work with different people at a different time, but just the structure of everything is a lot different, and I feel like that's a good thing to help with the team.
Napier said the biggest thing that he felt like hearing from you guys that he needed to improve was the player experience. Do you feel like he's done that, and what does that do in terms of the players getting them to show up to work?
Honestly, I feel like he have fixed that a little bit, because if you don't have the players in it and they don't want to be here, then you're not gonna have a good team.
Coach Napier said the ball coming out of your hand really looked good. How did it feel to you? Did it feel good today, differently, or the same?
No, I felt good.
Any different, or it's better, or?
I don't know. I was just throwing it. It felt good. It looked good. Some passes weren't as great, but that's just coming through repetition.
Fundamentally, have they changed anything about your throwing motion yet, or is it the same?
Everything's pretty much the same.
And then what do you like about Coach Napier just as a quarterback coach? What you've seen from him so far?
So far, I can see that he knows a lot. Certain things he do certain things for certain personnel, certain people. So I feel like that's a major component when it comes to helping out the team, helping out with the team's game. So just him being the mastermind of the offense, I feel like that's pretty good.
How have they started testing you guys to see how you and Emery and Kitten and Carlos are picking up on the new system? Have they sort of how would you say the progress is going with learning the different terminology, sets, and all that?
Honestly, it's different. Before we even started installing plays and stuff, we would meet up a little bit just to understand the terminology and understand how they process things. But I feel like they're really coaching us hard, because they're moving fast. So we got to pick up things like this. But just them doing that to us and allowing us to try to work on things on our own, I feel like that's a good part for us.
What's it like having Emery back? Cause there was a question, he even said he might have left. What's it like having him around?
It's good, you know, 'cause that's my boy. It's always great energy when he's here, so I'm still glad he's sticking around.
You guys supported each other a lot last year publicly. Do you feel like the team as a whole could have embraced that mindset a little bit better to support both of you guys no matter what?
Honestly, I don't know, you know, 'cause you can't have two quarterbacks on the field at the same time. So I guess it's kind of hard to embrace two good quarterbacks at the same time. But you know, as a team, I guess we could have embraced each other a lot better. But it's kind of hard to answer that question.
Have you noticed anything different about him this spring? Or is it
Emery?
just, yeah, or is it just same old Emery?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. You know, twitchy guy, great guy. So yeah.
Did he talk to you much about the chances of him moving on? I mean, y'all were pretty tight. Did he confide in you, and he said, I mean, he was very close to leaving. Are you surprised he's here?
Honestly, I'm not surprised, you know, because he loves to work hard. He's going to work hard whenever he's doing something. So I'm not surprised he's still here. But after the bowl game, we did talk a little bit, you know, because he did put it out there that he was potentially leaving. So we talked a little bit just to get a little insight on that. But, you know, I'm still glad he's here, working hard, pushing me. So thank you.
Sorry, try to convince him to stay.
You said that I convinced him to stay?
Did you try to?
Honestly, no, because you know he's a man, so a man gotta make that decision on his own. But you know, I did talk to him, try to give him some advice. You know, I'm younger. I haven't really been through a lot of things that he's been through, so it's kind of hard to, you know, try to convince somebody to do something. But you know, I did talk to him a little bit.
What do you like about Mark
team,
Collins?
how's that changed?
You know, I feel like a lot of people they're into it now. You know, when it comes to discipline and just focusing on little things, just fixing the little things. I feel like everybody is a lot more focused when it comes to that.
Was that off kilter a lot last year?
Yeah, I feel like we didn't, honestly, as a team, like, care enough about the little things, like putting your hand behind the line, or just looking a certain way, hands on your hips, just things like that. Because all that stuff correlates when it comes to the game. So I feel like the little things mess us up.
So they demand good discipline then.
Oh, definitely.
How tough was this phase 2 that they went through? Of course, you were injured, so you probably didn't do some of the stuff. But what was the feedback among the players? Was there much shock to the system?
Phase 2, I think you're talking about the identity part.
Yeah, the identity.
Honestly, I'm kind of glad I wasn't a part of some of that stuff because those runs that I seen them doing, they did look kind of tough. But you know, it was kind of hard. I feel like it's helped us because you see guys moving around quicker, guys are stronger, so it's helped us. But I'm kind of glad I wasn't in some of that stuff.
All right, guys, you got time for one more question? Zach Alvaro.
What do you like about Mark Hawkey and just what you've seen from him as the strength coach?
He's focused on your body a little more. You know, with the last dive, they were trying to get us to bulk up and be a lot stronger. But with Coach Hawkey, he wants us to be a faster team. You know, because you can't really teach speed, but you can get guys' body right so they can move a little faster. And that's pretty much been their focus. You know, just getting people right, making sure they're sleeping well, making sure they're eating right. So just getting the body right and allowing us to move a lot quicker on the field. That's pretty much been their main concern.
All right,
You
thanks,
back,
Anthony.
Duncan?
I'll let you follow up, Zach. You're good.
Back Duncan? I think so, but I haven't tried, so I'm gonna stay away from that for a little bit.
How about dancing?
Will you dunk or backflip first?
Probably don't, you know. I gotta back off the backflips for a little bit.
All right, Anthony. Appreciate it, man.
What's your weight, Anthony, by the way?
Thank you.
What's your weight?
35, 235.
So you're still the same. Cool.
Thanks, AR.